Yo, what's going on, guys? Connor with the Car Guys, and today I'm with Chaz, Shoop, and what did you do today?
Top 8 at the Spartanburg Regionals.
Alright, let's see what you were playing.
Alright, I was playing True Draco Demise. I played 3 Draco Fighter. This is one of the best cards in the deck. I wanted to max out on it to see my traps. I played 2 Masterpiece. Shout out to Big Country, this is him. This card is insane. You can just make it so it's unaffected by whatever you are going against, and pretty much just but you always play around the Kaijus the best you can, but if he gets Kaijus you just bring it back. I only played 2 because I played one of these, the maiden. It searches this out, and it searches out any other worm, and they're all worms. I played one of the True Draco Phoenix, which is this card right over here. This searches out this, so it's more deck thinning.
Alright.
Ignition is my favorite card, so I had to play one Ignitus Heat. This card's insane. It does the same thing as Draco Fighter does, except it sets the spells directly from deck.
Alright.
That's all the monsters I play. There's a very low monster count. Next, for the spells, I played 3 of the most brokenest field spell ever. 3 Diagram. This card's insane. It searches any card in the deck since they're all true Draco cards. Turbo through it with some 3-card Demise. Then I played 3 of the True Draco Heritage. Fun fact about this card is in the mirror match, people don't understand that this card says any True Draco on the field. So if they tribute off a monster, spell, or trap, or if I beat over one of their monsters with my own after tributing off a spell and trap, I can maximize this and draw 3. It's the rejuve of the deck, and it keeps the deck running. I played 3 Disciples. This is for the grind game, to put cards back and draw a card. And it's also for the additional tribute. I played 3 Pot of Duality. This deck does no special summoning outside of the traps on your opponent's phase, so I just maximized the opportunity to see what cards I needed. 3 Terraforming to search the 3 field spell. Only 2 Desires. You really only want to resolve 1 Desires in this deck, because if you resolve more than 1, you're going to banish all of your good stuff. Consistency of 1 Upstart Coffin. And then I played 1 Stormforce. This card's insane. It's at 3 in the OCG. I can't even imagine that. But this card, like, hands down, whenever I saw it, was a blowout. Yep. That's on for the spells. For the traps, I played 3 of the Return. This card's broken. It's a Call of the Haunted, and it's a Escalation. Also, whenever it leaves the field, it blows up monsters. The spells blow up spells and traps, and these blow up monsters. So you just gain advantage through tributing them off. I played 3 of this. This card is great. It's also an escalation, but it's a shrink. You can have any or all your opponent's monsters just by tributing a True Draco or a True King card. I played 3 Strike. It was between this, Lose a Turn, and Chalice. I feel like this was better going first, and this deck wants to go first and set up. And they're not going to blindly go into your back row unless it's a Cosmic Cyclone, because they don't want to hit the spells and traps and blow them up and neg on it. So I felt like this would be a good out, and this actually did a lot of work for me today. And finally, to round out the 40-card deck, I played 1 Imperial Order. Shout out to AJ, because he is the Imperial Order. This card, it's so great, because you just set up, and then you would flip this card, and then if it would ever hinder you, you could tribute it off, since it's a continuous spell for any of the monsters. That's it for the main deck. I did not play an extra deck, because you really don't need one.
Back to Monarch format.
Back to Monarch format, yeah. The 1 Stormforce thing, everybody's been Monarch format. So I really don't need a extra deck for it, but because of that, I was able to side Domain. Domain was, whenever I saw it or whenever I could search it off Terraforming, it pretty much sealed the deal. They couldn't get over this and the Masterpiece. They would just have to wall up, and then I would shoot them down slowly. I also sided 1 Regeki just to out boards. Sided deck 3 Cosmic Cyclones. Okay. Did this for the mirror match, just to get rid of the traps, and then gain advantage throughout. For monsters, I sided deck 3 Ash. Shout out to the side deck for letting me borrow these cards. Without them, I probably would have lost more games. This card stops anything. This card's format defining, just like Diagram. This card is going to be the next Max C. 2 Ghost Ogres. Whatever this card doesn't handle, this card does, and it gets rid of it. Especially in the mirror match, if they go Diagram, you would just blow up the Diagram with the Ghost Ogre. The last monster I sided was just the Max C. Usually I would side all these in going against True Dracos outside of this, or True Dinosaurs. and whatever, or even Zoo, and Alpha Heritage, I drew into all 3 of these. And I was like, well, that's pretty good. It's your turn now. Get around that, my masterpiece. For traps, I decided to deck 2 loser turns. All these cards are normal summons. So it really just crapped on the Zodiac deck, where they would try to go off and use effects. I would just flip this, they would have to go to defense, and they would just have to pass turn, or they couldn't combo off. To round out the side deck, I did 2 1-ups. 1 Soul Drain. The Soul Drain was for the True King dinosaurs. All the babies wouldn't activate Engrave, and this would negate it. It's a Abyss Dweller on legs. Yeah. And then finally I played 1 Skill Drain. And the same thing, these are continuous traps, so I could, if they ever hindered me, I could tribute them off for the monsters. But that rounds out the deck.
All right.
Special shout out to Avery, Frank, and Joe for testing with me at Firefly. Shout out to the card guys, and shout out to the side deck. Without them, I could. Yeah, shout out to Joe, man. This is Joe's shirt. We all forgot ours.
It's nice, but it's not huge.
It's not. It's huge, and it's nice. And it's nice.
That's a nice deck profile.
Yeah,
it's not huge.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
But without them, I couldn't have gotten to where I was today, because I wouldn't have had the cards. So thanks to you guys, and thanks to everybody else that helped me got here today.
All right, appreciate it, dude.
Yeah.
Congrats on the top,
Appreciate
and
it.
we'll see you again soon.